afternoon, everybody. This is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. Now, this morning I said I was expecting another Scentsy Club order, and it has arrived. If you have been following me on my channel, you will kind of understand my process on how I work my Scentsy Club. I have 3 different email accounts on which I can split up quarterly subscriptions, so I can categorize my Scentsy Club to keep a record of what I'm using, whether I should delete it out of my Scentsy Club, whether I'm using it even though I love it, that type of thing. So for me, I'm a seasonal warmer, so I have 1 quarterly Scentsy Club that comes with scents that I warm all year round, 1 quarterly Scentsy Club that comes with my winter scents, which is what we're about to delve into in a moment, 1 quarterly Scentsy Club that comes with all scents that I like to warm in summer. And then I will have a monthly Scentsy Club where I will have a few scents that I know aren't going to last me with what comes in my quarterly Scentsy Club and will probably need a top up on, or that I may want to stock up on, and other items that I might use throughout the year. So at the moment, my monthly Scentsy Club, which is due to come next month, has a fair few of the coloured globes in it because I haven't tried the coloured globes, and some globes that I have run out on. It contains cotton cleanups. Cotton cleanups are really hard to come by at the moment. They are out of stock on the website at the moment, but being a Scentsy Club subscriber, you get VIP priority for items that are out of stock, and they will back for order fulfill your items before they re-release them back on the website. And then I do have a bi-monthly club at the moment where, as limited time only releases come in, I throw them into that bi-monthly club while I'm warming them to make a decision whether they are club worthy, whether they are going to be moved into one of my quarterly Scentsy Clubs. So that's kind of my process. I kind of use my Scentsy Club as a dumping ground for what I like to warm and what I would like to keep. So, as I said, this particular one is my winter Scentsy Club, and it contains scents that I like to warm on the colder winter months. So they're generally woodsy, earthy scents or bakery scents that I like to curl up with a cup of coffee and just enjoy the smell. So let's delve into them. So the first one we're going to talk about is Just One Bite. So this was from the Villains collection, and when I did my last edit, I had a lot of apple and spice scents. So I think I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I had about 6 scents that were just apple and spice. So I did have to make a cut because I didn't really need all the apple and spice scents, even though I really love them. This stayed. I am not getting rid of this one. I love this scent. So it is. The temptation is too much to resist when poisoned apple hidden deep in the forest woods blends with warm cinnamon and menacing molasses. So this is a red apple, and it is deep and dark and earthy, but that spice note you can still smell. It's a bakery spice, and it's not just apple and spice, which is why I chose to keep it. That molasses in it added like a baked type quality to it. So it was made it rich, like I was smelling some baked goods. And I don't know, it's just so unique. It performs really well in my open concept area as well. And for a Disney scent, a lot of them I find don't work as well in the open concept area. There's some that work really well in the open concept area, but a lot of them I designate to the bedroom because they tend to be on the lighter side. But this one is just beautiful. I can smell it through the seal. Here in Australia we get seals to help with temperature control in shipping across overseas, but I can smell this one through the seal, and I am never getting rid of this one. I absolutely love it. If I'm warming it in my open concept area, I generally need two, so I do have a few from when the Villains warmer got re-released, so I could use two because I only have one coming in my Scentsy Club, and I do believe there is a new Villains collection releasing at some stage. I just don't know when. So if they bring this scent out again, I will definitely just purchase a few more to stock up, but it won't be deleted out of my Scentsy Club. The next one, while we're talking apple and... oh, my thing's going to play up again. While we're talking apple and spice scents, is from our last year's Harvest collection, Jack's Obsession. It comes with one of 4 different collector labels on it, and it is being re-released back on the 1st of September, which I am so happy about, because when I first had this in my Scentsy Club, I had 2 of them. Over the really hot summer months, I downgraded it to 1, thinking I had a good stash of them. Transition came, the weather started to cool. I warmed it all through winter. I warmed it in even in those warmer days where it was transitioning, because when I describe the scent, it's just the perfect transition scent. And I found I ran out. I am completely out, so I'm glad I've got 1 now, but I want more than 1. So when it comes back in September, I will be increasing the quantity in my Scentsy Club, and I will be also putting one of these in my monthly Scentsy Club. So this is Eureka. This cauldron full of apple spiced with clove and cinnamon makes a ghoulishly bland brew. So this is the opposite of just 1 bite, which is why I kept both of these, even though they're both apple and cinnamon. This is a fresh, juicy, crispy green apple with just a little bit of cinnamon and spice. It's kind of like you're just simmering some green apples on the stove with a little bit of spice and cinnamon. And I find even though I will probably warm this more in the colder weather, this I warm more while the weather's still warm but it's transitioning to a cooler weather, or while it's still cold but transitioning to the warmer weather. So it's one of those apple spice scents that is not going to be overpowering in those hotter days. And I really love mixing this with honey pear cider, but I've only got 1 honey pear cider left that I picked up from the clearance section. So at some stage I'm hoping I can vote that back in and bring back my bar, because mixed with honey pear cider, this is absolutely amazing. The next one was also from our Nightmare Before Christmas collection, and that was Halloweentown. This is another one I dropped down from 2 to 1 and kind of regretted doing that. It's coming back September, so I'll be popping it back up to 2 in my Scentsy Club. These 2 I should never have dropped down. I will be increasing the quantity in them because I do use them so frequently. This is Everybody Scream for a Sinister Potion of Cranberry, apple and spiced cedarwood concocted in the dead of night. So this is dark and deep and earthy, but sweet and rich at the same time. Kind of, that cranberry's kind of almost taking on like a deep, mysterious plum note. Kind of like you've popped a bottle of red wine and you smell that little woodsy cork in the background and that red rind starting to breathe. And as it warms, it just adds like this sweetness to the air. It is absolutely beautiful. So the next one, I wish I had popped more in my Scentsy Club at the time, but on cold I didn't think I would like it, and it totally shocked me. And that is Vanilla Oud. This was a Bring Back My Bar, a couple of Bring Back My Bars ago now, and it is sweet vanilla grounded by leather and earthy oud wood. So I thought it would be too leathery and too woodsy, but it's not that. It is slightly masculine. You get that woodsy note, but it is a sweeter woodsy note, and that vanilla kind of softens it and adds like this perfumey, rich note. It is a beautiful, romantic, soft, comforting bedroom scent. I'm glad I popped one in my Scentsy Club before actually trying it, because at least I get one every 3 months. But if I had tried it before I was able to edit my Scentsy Club, I think I would have increased the quantity. So the next one was from our holiday collection last year, and that is Snow-Kissed Cranberry. So this is one that, to me, we don't have very many Christmas tree scents as compared to other regions in our catalogue when our catalogue gets released. So this, to me, I will enjoy as a Christmas tree scent, but it's also sweet at the same time, and I really enjoyed this last year. It is frozen pink cranberries trek through a path of fresh fallen powder along white balsam and glistening sugared woods. It's not a strong scent, and it's not one that's going to blow you out of the house or high performing, but when you're decorating the Christmas tree and you're in the Christmas spirit, having that little bit of Christmas tree scent and that Christmas scent going is beautiful. And it's also quite pretty to warm in winter. I find when you're just wanting a sweet tree scent hanging around. So that is Snow-Kissed Cranberry. So the next one, this was from our Easter collection, and this is another one that shocked me, and I kind of wished I had put more than one in my Scentsy Club, because I thought it would be too smoky for my liking, and then when I warmed it, I fell in love. It's also a great mixer, and that is Toasted Marshmallow. This summer staple goes gourmet with hints of smoked caramel and vanilla bean malt. So I thought it would be too smoky with that toasted note, but that vanilla bean and marshmallow really sweeten it out, and it's kind of a rich, decadent, sweet with just that little bit of smoky hint. And I'm surprised at how much I actually love this. As I said, if I knew I'd love this more, there would be multiple of this in my Scentsy Club as well. This one, I kind of wish I put more in my Scentsy Club as well. I'm sounding like a broken record here, wishing I'd put more in, wishing I'd put more in. It kind of gives me now the idea to try them before they go completely, so I can adjust the number if need be. And I am slowly learning, but at the same time my Scentsy Club is so big, I'm like, do I really need second lots? And it's only by seeing how much I warm them, knowing that I probably do in some cases, and in some cases probably don't. But Arctic Kiss I warm all year round, even though it's in my, and you want to freeze on me. In my winter one. This was before I started categorizing them, which is why it kind of ended up in here. And I kind of thought it would come back to Australia with this catalogue season, because it was quite popular, or for me, I sold a few of these to customers as well, and I have customers still seeking it out. My phone does not like me filming long videos. So Arctic Kiss. Cool Arctic mint and fresh air embrace the warmth of fluffy vanilla clouds. So this is fresh. It is sweet. It does have a melon note in it, which kind of adds a little bit of a fruity sweetness to it. But then that fresh air really makes it more a fresh note. So when I'm looking for something clean and fresh, I reach for this, and I absolutely love it. As I said, I was kind of surprised it didn't come back because it was really popular. It came back in region 1 and 2, so I'm hoping that's an indication that maybe they're just considering this a winter scent, and we might be getting it in our winter catalogue, because if it does come back, I will be buying it by the truckload, and then when it re-retires again, I will know to put more than one in my Scentsy Club. So this was one which I don't have the scent notes for. So this is from the Mother's Day collection, and I never got around to trying it. I popped it in my Scentsy Club, and I moved it to the next one and moved it to the next one until it actually locked, because I wasn't quite ready to try it. And I do know from memory it was like a salty sea note. I did want to try it. I think I may have already taken it out after this shipped, because I don't like salty sea notes, but I did want to try it because it was new and it wasn't something I had tried. So we're about to have a first sniff of what was the Mother's Day scent, Island Hopping. And yes, it's an aquatic salty sea note. I will warm it in the kind of a little bit cologne-y too, but definitely picking up more of that aquatic and salty sea. I will warm this in the laundry and the bathroom. It's not I hate, but I definitely wouldn't go back and purchase another one. I knew it was probably not one I would gravitate to, but as I said, I did want to grab one just to try. Caramel sugar cone. So this was from the last Bring Back My Bar, and it is guilt-free gooey caramel, vanilla sugar cone, and a touch of malt. So this is very sweet. It's very decadent, and if you've ever had a toffee apple, it's like the toffee from a toffee apple. As when I warmed this last time, I said it reminded me of caramel apple craze without the apple. So I'm keen to have another one of this. I really enjoyed it. It will stay in my Scentsy Club because I do enjoy it, but I'm thinking this is going to mix really well with an apple scent to make that caramel apple craze type scent that Region 1 have, because we don't have caramel apple craze here. We had it in a, as I was saying before my phone decided to rudely turn off, we had it in the hand soap, and I did manage to pick up one in a D stash. So I'm really keen to try, with caramel apple craze that is, to try and replicate a version of caramel apple craze, mixing caramel sugar cone with a apple scent. So, vanilla bourbon. This is the Father's Day scent along with Perfect Gentleman. I didn't pick up Perfect Gentleman because cologne scents aren't really in my wheelhouse. I have smelt Perfect Gentleman in a shower gel and shaving cream that I brought my husband last Father's Day, but I was keen to try vanilla bourbon. So it is meant to be nutmeg from memory and vanilla spice and bourbon. I'm getting more of those nutmeg cooking spices than anything. it's very bakery. I'm enjoying this. I think I might be increasing the quantity in this if it warms well. But this is more bakery to me than bourbon-y. I'm not picking up a boozy note whatsoever. I'm picking up the nutmeg and clove and those type of spices. So if you like bakery spice, you will like this. It's kind of like a spiced cake. I could see myself even mixing this with another vanilla scent just to add a bit more vanilla to it, but it is very pretty on its own, and I'm glad I picked that up to try because I think I'm going to really enjoy that, and I think I might be picking up some more of that one. So the next one I actually picked up 2 of because I did warm it before the Bring Back My Bar was over and fell in love. It was a total scent memory for me, and that is Crumb Top. So this is a great mixer, but for me it brings back memories of my Christmas time when I was a young girl. We would go visit my grandparents for Christmas. My grandmother was Italian and she'd make sure she had 1, 2, beside my dad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 children. And then their children had children, so Christmas at the grandparents was a big family affair, and she'd spend days before making sure everyone's favourite meal was prepared for Christmas Day. Every single person's favourite meal was on that table. You'd stuff yourself, and then she'd go, are you still hungry? I can go to the kitchen and cook you some more. But the next morning, so good. The next morning, my grandfather, who was English, he would get up and he would make porridge. So it's not the porridge that you get nowadays in the little sachets where you can pop in the microwave in 30 seconds and be done. It would boil on the pot, and just your traditional porridge and oats. And you'd sit at the bench talking to him while he made that. And this is the smell of that porridge. Traditional porridge simmering on the pot. Very beautiful. It's not the strongest scent, but it hums in the background in my open concept, and it fills the room up with that scent memory that I absolutely love. And that's why I've grabbed 2 of them, because I don't want to be without that scent memory. This and Lush Gardenia are, for me, scent memories. The next one, Apple Butter Frosting. Now, this one I am keen to try, and I can tell by the back of the packaging it is actually a new bar. When I got my first one in Bring Back My Bar, last Bring Back My Bar, they sent me an old gooey one. A lot of the scent had gone, and all I could smell was burnt, rancid butter, which from all the reviews I've heard, apple butter frosting does not smell like that. So being new, I'm keen to see if I actually do enjoy it and if it will be staying in my Scentsy Club. So this is the last apple cinnamon scent I decided to keep out of the 6 apple cinnamon scents I originally had in my Scentsy Club. I kept this, I kept Jack's Obsession, and I kept the Evil Queen for my range of apple cinnamon scents. I deleted Apple Pie, I deleted Pie Oh My, and I think there was another one I deleted too. I think I deleted Apple Picking a while ago. That might have been the other one. Let this heartwarming melody of baked cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream be the icing. This is be the icing that finishes your holiday home decor. It smells so much better than the burnt rancid butter I got with the other one. I can actually smell the spices, and I can actually smell like a vanilla buttercream frosting. So I'm really excited to try this because I think I will actually like this. And this is what I wanted the first one to smell like. But it was so old, it was crummy. You could see the discoloration on the thing with the other one. This smells so much better. I'm glad I kept it in my Scentsy Club to give it another try, and that I got a new one. So the next one, Simply Vanilla. This recently retired from the catalogue, and I didn't get around to trying it. So, and being a bakery scent, we had 4 bakery scents when it retired. We've now only got 3. They didn't add any new bakery scents, they just cut one of our 4 out. And as I said, in winter, and as you can see, what I'm pulling out here are bakery scents. So I kind of wanted the option of a bakery scent if I needed it. If I don't like it, I can always delete it out. So it is a little bit perfumey, more perfumey than I thought. It's not smelling like vanilla that you'd cook. It's smelling more like a body care perfume. But I will warm this, I will enjoy it, and I will decide whether I want to keep this in my Scentsy Club, whether I'll be using it as a mixer, or whether I will be happy to let it go and just be happy to use Vanilla Waves and Vanilla Bean Buttercream, which is what I really, really love, and the other combination of bakeries here. But for the time being, it is in my Scentsy Club. The next one was a Bring Back My Bar a while back, and that is Happy Birthday. So this I actually want to compare with Birthday Wishes. I don't think I'll end up keeping both of them in my Scentsy Club, but I haven't decided which one I want. And I haven't had both of them together at the same time. I've already warmed my other Birthday Wishes. This is a lot more richer, I think, than Birthday Wishes. I'm even picking up a little bit of a chocolate note to this. It's like a rich buttercream frosting, whereas Birthday Wishes I got more of the cake smell. This is kind of more like the cake batter, a little bit more rich, a little bit more decadent. My kids don't really like this warming by itself, but when I mix it with a fruit or mix it with something, they kind of enjoy it then, because the fruit kind of tones down that really rich, decadent note. And speaking of rich, decadent, the last one in my box is Salted Caramel Toffee. So this is a really rich, decadent salted caramel toffee. It smells all that. Love this, but you do have to be in the mood for rich and decadent. They were my winter bars that come in my Winter Scentsy Club, and for my half price item, because those bars were over $101, I chose the Fragrant Mist in Cloudberry Dreams. I haven't tried our Fragrance Mist yet, and I am really enjoying the new fragrance Cloudberry Dreams, so I thought I want to try the Fragrance Mist. Normally for body perfumes I use pardon me, Coco Chanel and Poison, but I don't wear them all the time. I tend to wear them when I'm going out somewhere because they are a little bit more pricey perfume. But I wanted a body fragrance that I could whack on during the day where I wasn't going out somewhere special, or that was a little bit more affordable, that I could just wear during the day around the house. So I thought I would try one of our fragrance mists, and I have gone for Cloudberry Dreams. So if I enjoy this, the next one I will probably get will be shimmer, because shimmer really reminds me of when I did wear lots of perfumes back in the day and as a teenager. It really reminds me of the scent White Musk from the Body Shop. So I think that might be my next purchase of a fragrance mist if I enjoy the fragrance mists. So let's have a smell. Oh, this is very pretty. You get very much more, like in the bar I pick up the rose, but I'm picking up more of the berries in this. I'm still picking up the rose, but I'm picking up a lot of the berries in this. This is going to be a really pretty scent to wear, and it's not overpowering either, so it would be a very pretty scent to wear during the day. I'm thinking of maybe picking up the body wash and the body cream in this, and just used with the body wash and body cream, I think this would leave your skin smelling divine. So that was my Scentsy Club. I hope you enjoyed this little Scentsy Club haul, and it came before the new month, which I am quite happy about. Now I've got to go and pack all these away, so I will speak to you all later. I hope you are all doing well and safe. Until then, bye for now.